Okay. All right. Are we ready, everyone? Okay, I'm going to hit the gavel at 4:05 to officially welcome everyone to the Education Alliance of Washoe County Board of Directors meeting. Here we are, this 26th day of August. I think our first order is going to be roll call. So for that, we're going to have Sarah do our roll call.
Excellent. So John Adunco is not here. Michelle Anderson?
I have to do this. There you go.
Just joking. John Adunco is not here. Michelle Anderson? Here. Brian Bosma? Christine Brown-Callagher? Here. Melissa Dedman? Here. Kaylin Evans? Lauren Rodriguez?
Here.
Exciting last name. Jabari Goodrich?
Here.
Crystal Herrera Woodley?
Attending virtually.
Excellent. Victoria Mason? Landon Miller?
Present.
Chris Morgan?
Here in voice and spirit.
Manny Ortez?
Here.
Excellent. Ralph Rodriguez? Dave Shatani? Nice. Perfect timing. David Taylor?
Here.
Thank you. Sarah Gobbs Hill? I am here. And then Tegan Richardson?
Here.
Excellent.
So it looks like we're good. We got a quorum.
We have a quorum.
Look
This
at
is
us. Here we
perfect.
are. I understand there was maybe a couple of crashes on the freeway today, so some people might be rolling in a little bit later. But a big thank you to everyone for being here. We have Lauren online, Crystal online, Chris online, and then everyone in person here for our first meeting. We haven't been in this boardroom for quite some time, have we? It's been several months. It's definitely pre-summer, so cool. It should be a relatively quick, painless meeting today. There's never any pain in here, but it should be pretty good. I think a majority of our conversation will be focused on a night of pure imagination. But before we get to all that stuff, the first thing that we have to do is the approval of the minutes from the June 3rd, 2024 meeting for the Board of Directors. So with that, I'll need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Anyone want to second that?
Second.
All right, so Crystal, and then seconded by Jabari. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
All right, looks like on any public comment? No public comment? None at this time. Looks like motion continues there. And we might change it up just a little bit today, so we're going to try a new public comment forum here. Nothing crazy, but we're just going to call for it before a couple of agenda items just to make sure that we're covering all of our bases there. So if you hear me say public comment a lot today, that is the reason why. 2.02, presentation and discussion from our executive director, Sarah Gobbs Hill. And you got a lot of stuff on your plate, a lot of exciting things. So take it away, Sarah.
Thank you so much, Landon. I'm going to try to keep it just really on the items listed in the agenda, but I wanted to give you guys sort of a highlight of the things that we've been doing over the summer, which it's been really lovely. So I wanted to start by saying that Panasonic has really stepped up and has been an amazing partner in education. So over the summer, we were lucky to connect with them, and they gave all of these tickets for our student engagement and re-engagement specialists that are here at the district. And so it was really wonderful. We were able to attend the ACES game, and they also gave a suite for top educators, which was really lovely. And so it was the perfect way to start coming back to school with just a lot of appreciation. And they were just very, very excited. They also gave everybody who participated a cooler, which was really lovely. And we heard in particular from the attendance office and re-engagement specialists, like they don't always get this type of recognition. So it was just a really lovely way to kick off and start the year. We also have with Partners of Education on September 18th, and I mentioned this in the email to the board, but we will be recognized at the ACES as well with the Dollars for Dingers program with NV Energy. So if you are able to join us, please let us know. It's only a few days before an evening of pure imagination. So if it's coming to the ACES or going to the evening of pure imagination for you as a board, I might I might point you towards the second. But we feel really lucky because it's just really helped us to raise awareness of Education Alliance, and it's a great thing to be able to do. O'Brien Middle School, many of you guys know that Oscar Delgado was the partner for Principal for a Day in February, and one of the things that they really asked for is they were really hoping that they could have an immunization fair available at their school among the first week of school, because the principal said it really sets the tone when the kids come in. And we were lucky to be able to attend that and get some great pictures. And so you'll see that in the board packet. Many of these events are kind of captured there, but it was a full house. It was really lovely to see people be able to come. And that's in addition to what else Community Health Alliance has already been doing in terms of the immunization fairs that we're serving across the district. It was really amazing, but it was great to see that. And you can see a picture of some families and the principal there. She was thrilled. We are really focusing on partners in education of Q4 of the calendar year. So you will continue to hear different updates as we kind of dive in there. We do have several schools that we're working with that are looking for partners in the community. So as you guys are hearing people, make sure that you get that back to Brittany and I. So caring for classrooms, I'm going to go on to that. We'll talk about that really as it pertains to EPI, but just again, we are working to fundraise for student engagement programs to improve attendance and to help reduce chronic absenteeism. We've been working with a community coalition, which Mike Kiersmirsky is spearheading with a number of amazing organizations, including Washoe County School District, the Children's Cabinet, Communities in Schools, Reno, Sparks, Chamber of Commerce, and Washoe County, among others. But it's really lovely to be able to put our efforts and work in collaboration with our community this way, and it really makes me hopeful for the things that we can do. In terms of the Redfield Outreach Program, I always like to bring this one up, and I will at every board meeting, because it feels a little sometimes outside of the scope of what people may think that Education Alliance is involved with, and so I just always like to highlight it for you guys. But this is a program that serves 12 schools, and it's really intended to address the opportunity gap that can sometimes exist for underserved schools. And so through this program, we have 3 coordinators that help to facilitate in-class and field trip experiences, and it's a really wonderful program. And so far, we've all of the partnerships meetings, they're almost updated. We have met with all the middle school programs all the middle schools that we serve to kind of talk about how we can enhance their experiences, because as you guys know, field trips are a little bit less difficult for elementary students in that classroom situation, but they're a little bit harder for middle schoolers, and we know there's a big need there. Then one of the things we did this year, and I'll share this probably at the next meeting or follow up, but they created a handout for all of Washoe County School District teachers that they can use that includes the partners that they use for informal education. And so that's really a great way, because it has all the information in one place that we can share with principals and teachers. And I just think a great way to, to serve more students. We will be hiring a new coordinator here shortly. And then for any of you guys who may have seen, there was a UNR football game as part of the Redfield series, and there was over 1,000 Washoe County School District students who attended that this weekend. And given the weather, it's pretty amazing. But there was a competition between the Redfield schools, and they were really excited by that. So that was a lovely way to kick off the beginning of the year. And then finally, the Teacher's Warehouse. So the Teacher's Warehouse, as you guys, have we ever gone out there? Have we ever gone out there as a board? Yes, you guys have all been there. Okay, perfect. I'm new to the team here. So we spent a decent amount of time there this summer, really working on updating our inventory and kind of going through what is the in-kind donation process looks like, as well as meeting a number of folks that gave sizable donations. So Panasonic, in addition to the bringing in teachers to the ACEs and making sure that, the engagement specialist had a great time to kick off the weekend, they also gave approximately a $50,000 donation of in-kind materials to the district, which is really, really sizable. So things like paper, things like office supplies. They gave us some jackets, like really things that are going to be really used throughout the district. So that was really amazing. We also had the Roe and Caesars and Public Education Foundation give us a $5,000 donation of new new supplies for schools to use, which was really great. So of the top 10 items that we have, like notebooks and markers, scissors, crowns, those sort of things. We also had Greater Nevada Credit Union showed up with, and they did a donation drive, and they had, I think, almost $3,000 worth of materials, but like 9 different grocery carts full, which was really fantastic. And we also had the St. Mary's staff give us a donation, which was really fantastic. And then on the front of your packet, if you see, there is a picture of 2 teachers. And why it's exciting is one of them is a teacher at AACT, and then this is her son, who it's his first year teaching in the district, and he was thrilled to be able to go to the warehouse and load up on these supplies, because as you guys know, there's 1 or 2 things you have to think about your first year teaching, and so this was a really fantastic thing. So he was a little hesitant, but we talked him into letting us have a picture, because we were like, oh my gosh, it's so great to hear about the impact there. But it was really lovely because we had teachers come in and could really talk to why these supplies are so important. So that's the update for the Teachers Warehouse. And that's actually all my updates.
That's a lot of updates. It sounds like a busy summer, Sarah. All right, thank you. Let's go on to item 203, presentation and update on the Superintendent Student Advisory Council from Tegan Richardson.
Hello, you guys. So beginning into the school year, we had our back to school retreat. I personally couldn't attend. I just had a lot of AP, TMCC stuff going on because grant, all that fun stuff. But I did have 2 other representatives go, and they had a very lovely time. They thought it was a lot of fun. So we are going to work on getting our student council at AACT up, as well as the one for the district, going into new initiatives and things like that. So, and then school-wise, FCCLA is going great, still state president until March, so super excited about that. I did also want to let you guys know, just like very far in advance, I am pursuing a national office position for FCCLA this upcoming summer, so any support on that would be lovely, because the district won't pay my way, and I can't get my grant to go, so I would really appreciate any support from you guys, and I'll probably reach out to some certain businesses, none of which are on your guys' name tags, definitely, later on in March for some donations for us to make state. But yeah, super exciting start to the school year. Everything's been really great so far.
Yeah,
I was just going to say thank you so much. That's great.
Thanks, Hagen. That's awesome. And was it an easy transition going back to school? Everybody else was
I like school. It's okay.
Okay, cool, cool. It went so quick. The summer just flew by. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's how I feel too. I don't know. All right, we'll move on to our next item here. This is going to be consideration of approval of Julia Rogers as Secretary for the Education Alliance Board of Directors for the 2024-2025 meeting year. Before we do that, is there any public comment on that? None at this time. All right, so we'll just hop right into it. Did she just leave?
She did.
Oh. So we don't listen? Oh, I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, just right off the top. All right. I mean, Sarah, just for everyone's awareness, you met with her, I met with her, and who is Julia Rogers?
So one of the things that I am really excited about Julia joining our board is Julia brings a very unique perspective, which we don't currently have on the board, and that's of an educator serving in our schools. And so I'm really excited about that, because not only does she have that lived experience that I think is really, really important, she's actually lived in a couple of different communities and can speak to the way that people value public education and how it varies across our, from community to community. So I'm really excited. She also has a lot of experience of just really getting in there and connecting with our community and inviting them in to support public education. She worked previously in concert with the Washoe Education Foundation, and I just find that all of those things coming together, I feel like are really going to be an asset. Not to mention, she's just a really wonderful person, and she's kind, and I just think that's the kind of people that we need on the board. So, yeah. What else would you add?
So Michelle Anderson, for the record, just wanted to say I had the opportunity to work with Julia with the Washoe Ed Foundation, and then the luncheon that they do that involves our CTE. And I will say she's a powerhouse. She is extremely organized, very thoughtful, just a huge, separate from being a teacher, just a huge public education champion, her and her husband. They have great community connections, and she's just been a pleasure to work with. So.
Yeah, and I think for my part too, I had coffee with her and talking about the lived experience thing, right? She brought up subscriptions to things for computer programs. So a lot of the times we focus on like physical things. We talk about paper, art supplies, and things for classrooms, which are all important, but something as simple as a subscription to a program is an idea that, you know, I'm sure we can wrap our heads around, but we would never even heard of that if it wasn't for Julia, or at least I wouldn't have on that day. So little tidbits of information and contributions that just kind of come out of nowhere are really cool, and I'm excited for Julia on that one. So, yeah. Anybody else? Any other questions that we can help facilitate or anything else? So this is going to be for the secretary position too. So that means Sarah, you won't have to take attendance anymore.
No, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. So any further discussion or questions? Any public comment at this time?
None at this time.
None at this time. So with that, let's have a motion.
I motion that we, let me figure out the right way to say this motion.
Just read, you can read it right there.
Yeah.
Approve, Julia.
I motion that we approve Julia as the new secretary for Education Alliance.
Christine Calgar, for the record, I second.
All right. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Aye.
No opposed. Sorry, I need to wait for online stuff. Hearing none. Looks like we have a new secretary. Julia, you can come back. She's approved. She can't hear. She did really good. She's like outside. Yeah. All right, you're on. Joel, you're not. You don't have to say anything unless you want to. But we voted in favor, so we're really excited to have to welcome you on. All right. Yeah, it's going to be great. Thank you so much. We'll move on next to item 205. This is an update on the Education Alliance 2024 signature fundraising event. That is an evening of pure imagination. All right, Sarah, what do you got?
Okay, so I wanted to come back to just again what we'll be fundraising for, just because I know that that is something we'll be talking about, and we've tried to. We have a small rodent in here. I'm just joking. I can hear the scratching. But just
Can
while
everyone online please mute?
oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it is.
Thank you. So we're focusing on student engagement and connectedness as a way to improve attendance and reduce chronic absenteeism. So that really will be the thing that we're trying to bring alive for those people that are coming to our event. And we're doing that in a couple different ways. We're doing that because we are looking to share stories about students who their experiences with schools and the people they're teaching or outside of the classroom, but those relationships who have made the difference, we'll be sharing about that impact. So that's going to be, I think, will be a really great way to sort of hear from the students that are doing that. We're also going to be bringing in a couple of partners that serve schools to create really engaging learning experiences. And so I think by having those folks at the event, it will give all of our visitors a way, or all of our guests a way to kind of experience in the fun as well. So Sierra Nevada Journeys will be joining us. They'll have experiential experience. Arts for All will also be doing we'll be doing an art activity that we can participate in, and then we'll have DRI is going to come and bring robotics. And so I think that will enhance the experience along with the raffle and all of the pieces that we're doing. So you will continue to see more about that as we continue with our marketing. So you should have seen we are trying to boost it a little bit more. We are doing more video and digital and social media marketing than we've done in the past. And that really came from a lot of the suggestions for the board in terms of just like getting out there a little bit more. We're going to spend a little bit of time at the end of this, after this meeting has been adjourned, but just making sure that we have time as well to be able to do some of that. In terms of just getting out there and connecting with our community, as you guys know, because this is my first year, I felt really hesitant just to ask straight away for funds to support our organization right now. I really felt like it was really important to make sure that I met everyone and really establish the relationships that I think are really important year over year. But to date, I think we've solicited about 70 organizations. We've really tried to get out there a lot. We've only had to do maybe about 10, 15 cold calls. Most of the organizations we've been trying to like, hey, do you know somebody? How can we invite people in and just tell them a little bit about Education Alliance and the things that we're doing. And so some of our, as of now, some of our biggest supporters, we're just waiting to hear back from, but we're hoping that the news will be positive. So just to give you guys an idea on that. And then I think I'm going to turn it over to Brittany, if you want to go through the event duties and just kind of go through kind of how you populated that spreadsheet before we jump into sort of the VIP and raffle items.
Yeah, I'll just run through them really quick. So basically, let me know if you are not interested in what I have you signed up for, since no one told me what they did want to do. I based it on last year. So for setup, it'll obviously be all the staff. Anybody is welcome to help out with that. We'll also have the Caesars Heroes, which Victoria will help with, and that'll be from 4 to 6. Landon and Christine, I also have you down for setup. We'll want to do some AV checks, obviously. I also have Brian Bosma down for that. And guiding guest tables, Landon, Lauren. Check-in is going to be more staff. We're going to have some extra help with the photos and the social posting with our social media consultant. I think we'll also have some help from the communications team on some of that. And then roving raffle ticket sales, I have Kaylin, John, Victoria, Dave Shintani, Lauren, Ralph, Brian, David Taylor, Manny. Okay. And then in terms of the money, that also has to either be a board member or staff. I think I mostly just have staff down there for now on that one. And auction prize runners, those are going to be some of our volunteers. And everyone is welcome to help with teardown. You can just all raise your hands. Okay, that's all I've got. Any questions, comments, concerns? All right.
Yeah, we're moving fast. Everyone excited? Like when I used to teach up at the university, right? It would be, if everyone was quiet, it was either everyone got it or they were too scared to say anything. So where do we live with that? Excited or too scared to say anything? So we're excited. It's like, you know, are you excited or are you scared, Jabari? On pure imagination.
Both.
Both. Okay. Okay. Huh? Oh yeah. So that does bring me up to my next thing. So we did have a couple of. Can I borrow that piece of paper? Some homework assignments from last go around. Just to kind of see where we were in terms of tickets and VIPs and stuff like that. So I'll just kind of do like a quick little fun round table to just kind of check in with everyone to see if and where some of those items live. Another good reminder for you too is that I think Sarah sent this email last week about the Community Foundation 100% Giving Board. So this is something that we've had every year, and if you purchase tickets for this event, this goes toward that. So it should be a relatively easy lift to get that 100% Giving Board again. So with that, just kind of checking in on a couple of fun things. I think we had mention of VIPs and or raffle items. So with that, we'll just kind of go like maybe around the room, see if people are working on those, the raffle items, VIPs. Any volunteers, or should we just make the circle? What do you think?
I'll let you guys decide.
We'll just make the circle. Chris, we'll start with you, and then we'll work this way.
My big news is I was able to convince my wife.
Oh, Mike.
I was able to convince my wife to go this year as opposed to last year where she was out of town, so she canceled her trip. That's my progress so far.
Huge VIP.
Yeah.
Huge VIP.
She knows it.
Yep. All right, Dave.
Okay, I got 4 tickets to the President's Tailgate and to the football game against Fresno State on October 18th. So that's it's the homecoming game. So
Oh, that's a
So we
homecoming
did.
game. What's the date of that? October 9th?
October 18th.
18th.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So that should be a nice event.
So what does that include? So it's
So they have food and stuff there, and then 4 tickets. So 4 tickets to the tailgate, and then 4 to the game. So they could hang
Yeah.
out with the president and whoever else is in that group. So
Cool.
I couldn't get tickets to the box seats. I was trying to, but
All right, we'll take what we get. That's
work
awesome.
on that. And then I am trying to secure a $5,000 scholarship. I think it's going to happen. I just haven't got my boss to answer my email. So, but after that, we should be fine. So I think you get 99% sure you can count on that.
Cool.
So
Sweet. Thank you, Dave.
yeah.
Great update. Thank you for that. What's your dog's name? Yeah.
Which one?
The little white one.
Well, they're both little white ones. There's one.
Who's the mean one?
The mean one, Chaco.
Yeah, Chaco.
Yeah, Chaco's mean.
Is Chaco going?
No.
Oh, dang,
You
okay.
can bring dogs. We can bring dogs.
I don't know.
know
I
you-
wish. No dogs. No
you-
dogs. No dogs. No dogs.
Speaking of who can and can't attend, this is just a reminder for everyone that all guests must be 21 and older,
Okay.
as there will be fizzy lifting drinks available.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, Brittany. Manny, over to you.
All right, so I think it was last year I was able to partner with a young entrepreneur. He's trying to bring mezcal to this area.
Okay.
And so remember we did the wine on wheels or something like that. So he donated a couple bottles. I asked him again this year. He has to see. He works with some other suppliers, and so he's trying to see what he can put together. So, yeah.
Perf. All right. Up next, Lauren. Do you want to pass?
He just reminded me of the El Sativo vendors.
Oh,
that
yeah.
They're good friends with
Ralphal.
Ralphal, our guy.
We'll
Ralphal.
jump into that.
Ralphal.
It's a really good segue. So I'm just going to put that in our text. He couldn't make it today. As we know, we're in session for school. Yay, and he's a football coach. So he is Coach Ralphal right now. So, but we have lots of great updates that I will share on his behalf. He was so sad that he couldn't be here and be put on the spot for it, being called Ralphal, but I will do that for him. And again, with these packages, I don't know, and this is a good question for this group of how we want to put them, but I'll kind of go through what he has confirmed. So he has, I think this is like, it's like for Sweat Fitness, like a month unlimited. They have insane program there, but they also have like an in-body scan kind of thing, and you can really see all your stuff, so that's included too. And then gift cards for Great Basin, and they're like large amounts, but Ralph didn't give me those amounts, so I'm just gonna go for his text message here. Great Basin for Reno and Spark, so there's 2 different ones. Liberty Food and Wine. Brittany, I have gifts for you. Derby Supply Company, which is Barber, GSR and Caesar Stay and Play packages. So probably won't loop those together. You'll have 2 separate ones. Washoe Golf Course, along with that driver that was donated last year, if you guys remember. And of course, people were like, "Oh yeah, hey." I think Ralph will be putting his tickets into that this year. Yoga Pod Prude and Bougie. This is interesting. Lake Tahoe Monsters. It's an ice hockey team up there.
that's right.
They want to offer, and I don't know exactly the package, but like transportation up there, go to a game, kind of have like a night out in Tahoe. And I think the Caesars thing actually is going to be for Tahoe.
Oh, cool.
So kind of like a thing that we
Pair
can,
that.
yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And then Nevada Sports Network, they're thinking, and I kind of like, I don't know how we want to put this, but having a tour of the studio as well as Wolfpack tickets for basketball and football this year, a bunch of different things. So they're working through that right now, but definitely there's something there. And then El Sativo, thank you for that, because I think if we're gonna do that wagon thing again of all the different stuff, maybe having wine and spirits would be a good mix of things like that. So yeah, and then he said those are confirmed, waiting on more with a winky face. So that's what I got.
Don't forget the MRI from Swift.
And yes, that one too. That one too.
What's the deal with that? People loved it, didn't they?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Last year?
Right?
Yeah.
Mind blown. Who knew?
Get an MRI.
Yeah. So I will have him, Brittany, I have, again, these for you. I will have Ralph send you a breakdown of everything. He had it, but of course I don't. So we do our best.
That's great. Thanks.
Good grief. I don't know how to follow that. I don't have all of that. I believe, I'm 90% sure that our connection with Dorinda's has amounted to a donation of some kind, which is great to hear. I know, I don't know them super well, but I know them, the owners of the new Best Bet Motor Lodge and Reno Sauna Club. Just opened up in Midtown. I think there's something there in terms of like a little, kind of stay in Midtown, enjoy Reno Sauna Club, that kind of thing. So I will reach out about that. And I also have a couple people that I'm working on in terms of inviting to the event. So selling tickets. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if I missed this, but where are we on ticket sales right now?
We did not bring that up.
Oh, okay.
Right now, because in the past, I don't think we offered ticket sales. Am I correct on that?
We were really more focused on sponsorships, and the
Mm-hmm.
ticket sales were sort of an afterthought. There was some, but we're pushing both this year.
Yeah. So we do not have a large number of tickets sold. Most of the tables or most of the attendants right now are in correspondence with their sponsorships. But one of the things that I really wanted is I just really wanted people to know that you don't have to be just part of a business to be able to attend, that there is a way for an individual, especially as I was meeting people in the community, people are like, well, I want to help. What can I do? And this is an easy way to be like, you can spend $175 on a ticket. You get all these amazing other benefits as well, but it's really going to help something in our community. So I wish I could be like, we're sold out, but that's not the case right now. Totally. We're going to push.
I think we have about 300% more tickets sold this time than we did this time last year.
Wait, really?
It's not a huge number, but
okay.
percentage-wise, yes.
It went from 1 to 3. Yeah. All right, Jabari.
I spoke to my contact, the owners of Sparks Water Bar and the one that's in Tahoe. So working on getting dinners there, as well as this year for the basketball season, 2 courtside tickets. So we will get those over to you.
I'm still working on my balloon donation from a former Washoe County School District teacher, Jeff Hautzert. Did you do that, Dave?
I did it, but I didn't use it.
Dave, wow. Okay. Anyway, so we're working on that. Maybe we'll be able to, I have a couple other ideas in there, but that's one that I'm actively pursuing right now. So should be good. Kind of theme, balloons, this, that. Hot air balloon. Helium balloon. Helium balloons. You just put them on. It's going to be up themed. We're going to have 5,000 little balloons, and you just can go up. Yep. Just do whatever. Yeah. All right, Sarah.
Excellent. I connected with Diaz Dixon, and he offered to give us a donation from Hammer and Nails. So I'm going to find out what that package is later. And that came from inviting him to the event and not being able to do it. But I feel like that's why it's so powerful to, invite people, because you never know what's going to come from it. So, yeah.
I kind of have to be the loser because as a district employee, I have a hard time, obviously, working for the superintendent's office. I can't go out and solicit. However, our communications team is supporting by offering the social media and videographer, as we have in the past, telling those great stories from students, and then behind the scenes, if possible, making any connections that I can help Brittany and Sarah with. So,
Question. Do we know if the new superintendent will be present?
he is confirmed to attend.
Yay. Awesome.
And he's
Great
actually
news.
very excited. So,
Good. So are we.
yeah. And I will say for all of you guys that didn't get to be here right at the beginning, he came in, he just appreciates all your work, and he is just a what you see, what you get superintendent. He's extremely passionate about this, so he's excited to go.
Well, I'd definitely call that a win if he's going to attend. That's fantastic.
Speak to.
Yes.
Very nice. Well, TMCC will have a table at the event. I just sent Lindsay our guest list. So we're happy to support that again this year. And then I will be putting together a Have Some More Fun themed package with solo stoves, some skewers, and makings for s'mores. I'm happy to donate a bottle of Fontanella wine to the Wine on Wheels or Wine Wagon. If you haven't heard of Fontanella, you really should. It's fantastic.
Awesome. So I have a couple updates and one that I actually haven't even shared with Sarah or Brittany yet, but obviously Microsoft will be a table sponsor again this year. And then as you all know, we do a October employee giving campaign each and every year. The last several years, Education Alliance has been one of the benefactors for that. And again, we're going to make Ed Alliance one of the benefactors again this year. So, which, yeah, it's great. Last year, I think we were just short of like 15,000 is what it was. So for the month of October, so we'll be doing that again during October. And then just kind of on the attendee front, our new-ish, I guess, Reno GM is going to be at our table with her husband. So she's still kind of making the rounds and meeting all of our nonprofit partners, and it's just good to have her, obviously, there and see all the things. So that's my update for now.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Great. I think I'll go to Crystal online. Wait, hold on a second. Brittany's doing something. Brittany's doing. Yeah, we got you. Go for it.
I was just saying hello. I missed you all. Good to see you. Can't wait to see you in person soon. I unfortunately won't be able to attend the event again this year. The dates just aren't working out. But what I would like to do is I'd like to work with some of our staff members to see if there's any teachers who would like to attend, so I could buy some tickets for them as part of my contribution. Along with that, they're not courtside seats, Jabari, but they are lower bowl basketball tickets that I have. And I'm working to see if the general manager of Learfield can get us assigned basketball for the basketball season as a raffle item. And then along with that, I'm hoping to get Renown to donate one of our dermatology facials this year. So I will keep you guys posted on those.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, thank you,"
Thanks,
but nobody
Crystal.
has their mic
Yeah,
on.
all,
So.
the mics weren't on. Yeah,
Got it.
the mics are confusing a little bit today. Great. I think we're doing well here. We got some good donations. Raffle's pulling through. All of you guys are coming through. So I think we're in a really strong spot. And then again, a final reminder too that for the 100% Giving Board for the Community Foundation, any tickets that you purchase can go and count toward that. But if you want to do more, go for it. I think it's November. Yeah, Crystal, what do you got?
Sorry, one more. Chewy from Maddie Chewy's Restaurant's also going to donate a certificate.
Sweet.
Excuse me. So when do we have to have all the prizes into you? Or Brittany or...
Or yours will be physical tickets, or
Yeah,
is it
but I don't think
something
you're
that can be emailed?
making a packet out of it with some other stuff, so,
We'll talk offline.
yeah, okay.
generally speaking, sooner than later is better for us. As you guys remember, we're not a huge staff. So, I mean, just in terms of that, like if we have to go back and forth, but we appreciate all of this work. Like I cannot underscore it enough. I know that you guys have given so much time, especially with a leadership transition. So I fully recognize that not only have you been giving hours of your time as I have listening sessions with you and coffees with you and 1 or 2 task force meetings, but also to go out and ask for the support. It really, really means a lot to us. So yeah, thank you.
Any final discussion points or questions for that agenda item 205?
I'll just say we don't
Yeah.
need the physical stuff immediately, but if you can just give me a description and who we need to send acknowledgement letters to, that's the biggest thing within the next 2 weeks. Would be ideal. Thanks.
Perfect. Okay. Hearing no more discussion, I think we just move on, right? Okay. Up next, we're going to do 206 presentation and discussion on the structured programs, working groups of the Education Alliance.
Excellent. So I just wanted to let everyone know I'm working on really trying to give you guys a global idea of what are the different task force that we're going to have and that work, and then I'll follow that up after this meeting. So it'll just have what are the board meeting dates. You should already have those on your calendar, but just you'll have that. When are the finance review task force meetings, and what does executive look like? And then I think at some point we will schedule a strategic session, but I'll kind of work with you guys on that schedule. So those are the things that are going to be going out right now. And then after the event, we're really sort of doubling down into some of the operational pieces. So the next meeting, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about that, especially as it pertains to finances, because we'll be making the decisions about caring for classroom in the next meeting. So we'll be sharing, hopefully we'll have all of the evening of Pure Imagine, all of the finances done for that at that meeting so that we can move quickly in terms of all of those pieces. Yeah, that's the update I have. Oh, I did want to say, nope, that's it. Yep, that's update.
Sure?
Nope, I am. Yeah,
Okay. And then today we're going to hear some updates from education institutions, and that's going to be from the University of Nevada, Reno. So it's all you, Dave.
Let's see what's new. We just had a first day of class today. But the previous week, we welcomed all the new freshmen and transfer students to campus, and so we have this program called Nevada Fit, in which we got all the kids iPads, so everyone has a device, and we kind of go through what to expect and try to get them ready for the rigor of what's going to happen in the school year. So it was a big event. We had a opening ceremony. I think we had over 3,400 students or something like that, plus parents were there, so it was really nice. So first week of school is going well. We are doing concurrent enrollment. We have over 8,500 students in 30 schools now, and so that's going, it's gotten a little crazy, but it's going well. What else is going on? I don't know. I'm sorry. Didn't think I was up today. So anyway, those are the big things that happened in my life in the last week or so. But okay.
The concurrent enrollment, that's when statewide, when you have students in any high school that are also being able to get college credit at the
way
same
our
time,
structure works is we have high school teachers that are being coached and, I should step back a second. We have our departments have faculty members that are coordinating the course. So we're providing the teachers with all the materials and content to teach the class, and also a number of professional development meetings. So we meet with the teachers prior to the beginning of school with a kind of an all-day meeting with those course coordinators. And then during the school year, they meet once a week and kind of go over things. And like, I don't know if I've said this probably several times, we've learned that we're the content experts. We're not necessarily the pedagogical experts for high school students. So we're learning a lot from the high school teachers how to best teach those courses to that audience. And actually, it's helping us out a lot. We're taking a lot of stuff back to our classrooms and helping our teachers. So it's an interesting partnership. Yeah, and so we're in Washoe County. We're in
ACT.
We're definitely at ACT, but we're in 10 high schools in Washoe County now, and 21 in in Clark, and we're teaching some courses in the rules. So
I love that. Thank you, Dave.
Something super cool is they just launched a new concurrent education program. So I'm going to be getting 6 college credits just by doing my academy pathway. And it does go through senior year as well. So I'll be graduating with 12 credits from UNR.
Yeah. Really, I know. The whole just knock it out. I think we're going to move on now to item 301, which is public comment. Again, any public comment in the room, Brittany?
None at this time.
None at this time. Up next, the announcement of our next meeting, October 21st, 2024. Location for that, TBD? Oh, it's going to be here.
It's here.
Okay, we'll be here.
It is here unless we change it. If we do change it, I will let everyone know with enough advance notice.
Perfect. But we'll all see you, of course, significantly before then on, do you remember? The 21st night of September? See? Julia's got it. Earth, Wind, and Fire, also known as Evening of Pure Imagination. So with that, I think we can adjourn. The time is 4:50. Look at that, just flying
But don't
through
go
it.
anywhere. We have activities.
Oh, okay. Don't go anywhere. We have activities, but officially the meeting is adjourned.
And while I can, I just want to make a really quick announcement. It's not my news to share, but there are really amazing things that I just want to say congratulations to some of the folks in the room. So I feel like after this meeting, and especially because Crystal's joining us today, as you guys know, we didn't know she was going to be here today. And so she, you probably all know that she's not here because she's doing some really important things. So I just wanted to say congratulations, because it's so lovely to see. And this is the group that I feel like would want to celebrate with her. So just that.
Thanks, guys. I'll show you the baby in just a second.
I had the great honor of sitting next to Crystal, Mr. Woodley, and their new addition at the McQueen football game last week. So that was, or 2 weeks ago. I felt very, very special. And he's so cute.
Wow. Look at him. He's a happy little guy.
Peaceful.
I will say, people don't talk about how hard pregnancy is, but he was totally worth the wait. He spent some time in the NICU, but the team at Renown is fantastic, and he is just growing up so fast. So I'm excited for you guys to meet him in person soon.
Yeah, I tried to turn on a mic so you could hear us clap, but we were clapping, I promise. All right, thank you, Crystal. All right.
Is there, any other great news we want to share? I mean,
Oh, wait, the last name kind of gave it away, didn't it? Ralph and I courthoused it on Landon's birthday.
Yay.
We are all tied together. So as you know, Ralph and I started as friends, truly, and just kind of, I was like, oh, we're just friends, just developed. And Crystal actually saw it firsthand too, which is kind of funny. But his birthday is September 7th, and mine's April 11th. So like, oh, 7/11, and what a perfect day, although it was the hottest day of the year. And I was just like, of course, this is it. This is I forgot my brush. I'm like, you know what? This is it. This is fine. And we celebrated with a free Slurpee at 7-Eleven. Yay. And we have pictures. So method to madness. If you know me, I'm in marketing, right? His name is Ralph. Mine's Lauren. Ralph Lauren. Oh, we will be reaching out to Mr. Being like, hello, would you like to dress us for our wedding ceremony next year? People do that. Did you see the burger and kink thing?
Oh,
That's
so
where the
funny.
there's two people got married.
Oh,
I mean, and then we also went to 7-Eleven strategically, because if they just want to give us like free Slurpees or free anything for a while, I'm here. So we have the content for it. So we're doing it.
That's so good.
I like it.
Crystal, we have our social media person joining us, and so we're going to be taking short videos and some pictures of the board, sharing how excited they are about this upcoming event and to support Education Alliance with their time. Totally, yes. So you missed out this time, but next time.
That's cool. Have fun, guys. I know you're going to do great.
Totally. It was also kind of her idea. She's a marketer. She's like, we need to get more, build the brand.
Yeah.
Crystal, are you leaving? Okay.